News Bulletin. Arctic cold blasts hit the U.S. in a series of late November storms. Greetings to all of you who are watching the International Weather Bulletin. Today, we would like to bring you a comprehensive analysis of the weather situation that is preparing to shift into the most complex and severe phase since the beginning of the season. The latest signals from forecast models show that the United States will face not just one, but two consecutive Arctic outbreaks, capable of producing widespread freezing temperatures, deeply negative wind chills, and turning this year's Thanksgiving into an unusually cold period. At the same time, a series of smaller storm systems continues to appear, bringing thunderstorms, strong winds, hail, and even the risk of small-scale tornadoes in some southern states. Ladies and gentlemen, in the days from now until the end of Friday, most of the United States is still experiencing a strong warm-up. Temperatures in many places are higher than average by 10 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Southern states like Texas continue to record daytime temperatures reaching 85 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, breaking many daily warm records. However, according to major U.S. meteorological centers, this is only a pause before the deep cold arrives. Right after this sunny stretch, an Arctic air mass will begin pouring down from Canada, creating a powerful weather reversal across a very wide area. Meteorologists report that a sudden stratospheric warming event, SSW, is occurring, disrupting the polar circulation and causing the polar vortex, the system of winds that keeps cold air around the Arctic, to become unstable. When the polar vortex loses balance, it allows multiple cold lobes to detach from the polar region and slide down to lower latitudes, including North America. Within just the past 24 hours, models have detected a marked shift in the vortex's position toward northeastern Canada, opening a pathway for cold air to surge into the United States more forcefully and deeply than previously expected. The first cold wave is expected to begin on November 24th, right when the nation prepares for the Thanksgiving holiday. As the cold pours in, the states of Montana, North Dakota, Wyoming, Idaho, and South Dakota will be the first to feel the change. Forecasts show that many areas may reach single-digit Fahrenheit temperatures in the morning, and some high-elevation areas may drop to 0 degrees Celsius or below. Accompanying wind chills will make conditions feel even colder than the readings on the thermometer. Midwestern states such as Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Michigan will soon be covered by cold air as well, with daytime temperatures only ranging between 20-30 degrees Celsius. In the Great Lakes region, strong winds and cold moisture may produce lake-effect snow in some northern areas. Northeastern states such as New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine are expected to be strongly affected by this cold wave right on the holiday. According to assessments from the National Climate Center, temperatures in many places during Thanksgiving may fall 15 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit below the long-term average, enough to cause prolonged freezing conditions, particularly dangerous for travel as holiday traffic increases significantly. After the first cold wave, the United States will continue to face a second cold wave, forecast to be stronger and more widespread in early December. This second Arctic surge is modeled to track slightly farther east than the first, causing regions like the Ohio Valley, Mid-Atlantic, and New England to potentially experience extended deep cold. Severe negative wind chills are expected in many places, with outdoor feels-like values ranging from 15 degrees Fahrenheit to 30 degrees Fahrenheit, especially in higher elevations and windy areas. Both the GFS and ECMWF models suggest that the second cold wave will last longer because the Arctic Oscillation AO index is entering a strong negative phase from November 26 to December 2. This means cold air will more easily spill into lower latitudes and will be less likely to retreat quickly. One of the most frequently asked questions right now is, will the United States experience a snowstorm during Thanksgiving? At the moment, forecast models still provide differing results. Some models show potential for early snow in the western mountains, northern valleys, and parts of the northeast. However, because the timing of the cold air interacting with the moisture system is still unclear, the probability of a Thanksgiving snowstorm is currently estimated at only 50%. Nevertheless, the general trend suggests that December this year is likely to be a snowy month, as cold air persists and weather systems continue to develop. Alongside these strong cold waves, the United States is also dealing with a series of small storm systems in the short term. Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Arizona, and New Mexico continue to experience strong thunderstorms, hail, and gusty winds. Some places in Texas are warned of the potential for small-scale tornado formation due to atmospheric instability. Meanwhile, western mountain states such as California, Oregon, and Nevada are also seeing snowfall at higher elevations, increasing the risk of road closures, icy conditions, and traffic accidents in the coming days. Looking at day-by-day developments starting Tuesday, the cold air mass will begin expanding. Many places in the Rockies and northern plains will have temperatures below 20 degrees this year, with negative wind chills in Montana, Wyoming, and northern Idaho. By Wednesday, cold air will continue pushing into Minnesota, the Dakotas, and the Great Lakes, causing many areas to reach only freezing or below during the day. On Thanksgiving, cold air spreads across the Northeast and Great Lakes, making it one of the coldest Thanksgivings in recent years. From Friday to Saturday, the cold will push farther into the southeast, affecting Tennessee, North Carolina, Virginia, Kentucky, and even parts of Georgia. The Great Lakes and Ohio Valley will experience deeply negative wind chills, with many places feeling below -. Not only the U.S., eastern Canada will also experience hazardous weather. Areas in Ontario, including Petawawa, Renfrew, Cornwall, and Ottawa, are warned of freezing rain from Thursday night into early Friday morning. Temperatures will range from 0 to 2 degrees, and when rain coincides with these temperatures, it creates a thin layer of ice on road surfaces, causing dangerously slippery conditions. However, by Friday afternoon, temperatures will rise to around 6 degrees, transitioning to regular rain, and Saturday is forecast to be clear and sunny. Meanwhile, the Caribbean region still requires monitoring because ensemble models indicate the possibility of a favorable environment for a weak disturbance to form in the Western Caribbean at the end of November to early December. However, no detailed forecast model has yet identified a clear formation, so the risk remains low and only needs continued observation. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States is entering a highly volatile weather period, with two powerful Arctic outbreaks, the risk of severe negative wind chills, early snow potential, and numerous short-term storm systems developing. We will continue to update you with the latest information to help you follow these developments. If you find this bulletin useful, please press like, subscribe, and enable notifications so you don't miss important updates. We wish you and your family safety and warmth during the harsh weather ahead. Thank you, and we will see you again in the next bulletin.